Winter is coming.
Might just be the cold.
Winter is coming. It's cold outside.
You don't know cold.
Winter is coming for him.
It's either me or this cold, and it doesn't appear to be going anywhere.
And winter is coming!
You look cold, boys.
Tis a bit nippy.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
That's cold.
Winter's coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cold.
It's cold and it's wet.
Winter is coming.
You're crying because you're cold?
You're a long way from home. And winter is coming.
I imagine you might be rather cold.
And winter is coming.
Oh, that's all right, I'm fine.
You're not. You're freezing.
And the Winter Man is here. It's our guy.
Yes, sir.
Russ Winter.
Should we just dive right into the conversation we were having before we came on the air? I thought it was getting interesting.
Yeah. Before I do that, just let me tell for people that aren't aware, this is Russ Winter, and he is the author of winterwatch.net, which is an amazing website where Russ contributes articles on a very consistent basis about what's going on in the world from a geopolitical standpoint. It is really a beacon of light when it comes to illuminating like what's going on. And, sometimes people don't like to see that. But, when the light shines, the bugs run. So Russ, welcome back. And yeah, let's get into what we were talking about. So to set the stage, Russ and I were comparing notes about our Twitter feed. And yesterday, I really felt like I was in the center of a propaganda storm. And I saved a bunch of posts to illustrate what I'm talking about. And coincidentally enough, Russ was experiencing the same thing. So let me just kind of lay it out a little bit. Yesterday's Twitter feed for me consisted of 3 or 4 main talking points that are related to the current administration. And it was like mockingbird media. The big talking point yesterday for the ideological sort of buy-in is the dangers of communism and socialism. So Trump was channeling Roy Cohn, who, of course, was the lead attorney.
In fact, I sent you a meme. If you look in your X, if you look in your Twitter,
Yeah.
There's a meme there. You might just flash that up right now.
Okay. Let's go in there. And so everybody starts talking about communism, including somebody like Nancy Mace. They're all talking about it. And it's like, well, why are they talking about it? What is the there it is. Let me bring it up. There it is. A spot freaking on.
Can you see it?
Yeah. I mean, this
can
is
you get it on screen? Put it on screen?
Yeah. This is so timely because this was the message of the day yesterday, and I'm like floored.
Yeah, it's been going on for a couple days, but yeah, it maybe hit you yesterday.
The red wave hit me yesterday,
but I can't see you can't see the meme.
Oh, right. Yeah, hold on. I always have to burn the first one because it goes to black. There we go. Oogity boogity communism. It's so scary.
With all the MAGA people running away in fear to the communist boogeyman.
So I think you and I are both in agreement that communism and socialism suck. They suck. Ultimately, they suck. Are there some good aspects to it? Well, it depends. You could talk to some Russians.
Well, I talk to people that live under communism, or have parents that lived under communism, and even today, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. At least the Eastern European style of communism or socialism. There's just some people that thought it was it. I mean, the main thing I kind of hear is you don't have this huge, weird redistribution wealth at the top, just completely lopsided. And under communism, it was much more even. And there's some people, not everybody. It is still controversial in Czech Republic, but you can find people here frequently that sort of long for those days. So it's not just totally cut and dry, but that's not what this is being. That's not what this is about.
No, it's not what this is about, right?
What this is about. Let me give you my opinion. If you don't love Israel and you don't love neocon corruption, you're a friggin' communist. That's the message.
Yeah, it's also look the other way, right? Don't look at Israel. Don't look at the Zio factor, right? Don't look at the influence of Israel inside of our government, which is captured, right? Don't look over there. Look over here at communism. They're the real bad guys.
Right.
That's what's going on here.
Well, I mean, there may be some a socialist wave coming. Even on my side, people kind of are afraid of that. I get it, but here the problem is that the left that's starting to kind of sweep out the Zog, winning these elections.
Yeah.
There's been several of them. There'll probably be several more.
The three candidates that were Mamdani candidates in New York State beat the AIPAC sponsored candidates.
Right. Also in Colorado, a 30-year pro-Zionist congresswoman got defeated by a new face.
Right.
But the reason that's happening is that the left has always had liberation theology. That's kind of their bones. That's in their DNA.
Yep.
And so it's very logical and natural. The first waves going against Zog would be these people because that's in their liberation ideology more so than the right. But the right, if the right's going to stop this, which we probably should try to do, we're just going to have to change our ways too and get much more into a bipolar world. That other people are out there in the world, not just us, not just Americans. It takes a totally different attitude to sweep this menace out. Otherwise, everybody's going to be falling for this Hegelian dialectic salami strategy that we're talking about.
Yeah, and I think it's really fascinating that we're really getting like two different flavors of ice cream, but it's both ice cream, right? So if you look at the Zionist neocon right, and we know where that comes from, like we've done a number of shows about that, and the Potteritzes and sort of the American neocon establishment, the Crystals and all those people, at least here in America, right? And by the way, those guys used to be liberals. They used to be more socialist. And then they saw where the power was going. I said, well, we want to go where the power is going. So we're gonna take a shift to the right, a swing to the right here. And then, of course, they wind up infiltrating first the Nixon presidency slightly, and then they begin their deeper infiltration, and that's going to be through the Bush administration, both 1 and 2, right? And now clearly the same influence is there with the Trump administration, but it is decidedly right-wing, hardcore, coming out of the Zionist roots, right, of post World War I Germany. Like that's who is manning that side of the Hegelian dialectic, right?
Yeah, the Straussians and those kind of people.
And then on the other side, you got the Bolsheviks,
Right. That's your salamis.
That's
your
the salami. So we're it's like it's two flavors of ice cream, but it's still ice cream. Right. Well, what about apple pie, which is very American? That's not on the menu.
Well, there is a woke right. They call it the derogatory term is the woke Reich. That's the REICH.
Well, that would be you and I.
Yeah, but if that's the derogatory term they use for us.
Right. We're the what Bibi Netanyahu thought he was so clever when he came up with that. Woke Reich. You like it? Pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and you see that a lot in the Twitter tweet. I'll tell you what my theory is on what's going on Twitter. They've got what they're doing is they identify you and me, let's say, as now we're woke Reich. They know that, but they know because of the algorithms. They just track you.
Yeah.
And but they also know that at one time we flirted with Trump and, to one degree or another, like Trump, we have sort of this conservative ideology opposed to some of these issues like mass migration. The fundamental bones of our ideology is out there for them to still influence. So they know we're temporarily lost, but they shower all this propaganda to try to swing you back. That's what's going on. And there's got to be a lot of money. Elon Musk has got to be behind it in a big way. So this is trying to galvanize a right-wing right coalition again.
I think there's some of that. I also feel like it's just flooding the zone, right? It's just like flooding our feed with red algae so that we're not getting any other traction. And so this is what I find myself doing. Right. I find myself replying to these people. And when I reply to them, of course, what does it do? It excites the algorithm. So you get more. Right. This is the thing that, that I have to be conscious with. So let me just show you an example here. I'm sure this person showed up on your feed yesterday. It's this Asian woman, and she's going on and on about communism. I can't tell you how many people retweeted this, and I'm getting it on my feed. Right? And
that's Trump right up there, right? So he called on her. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
And so I have more commie.
Yep.
And what else do we have here? Replies. Let's see. Got some Seth Rich stuff. There's more of the commie stuff. Hold on. I was on it yesterday.
Trump himself has kind of said things. He's leading the point on this thing.
Yeah. Here's another one. They're coordinated. It's anti-commie day on X.
Yeah.
Right. It's here she is again. I can't tell you how many.
They're trying to organize a voter bloc to stop this anti-Zionist democratic wave. That's what it is.
So, or even the woke Reich, which is anti-Zionist, right? It's again.
The problem though is the Democrats are better organized because they have an underlying liberation theology. They have sympathy. They
are better organized. And so the Democrats and the progressives have a collective consciousness. They believe in the group, right? They believe
in liberation theology of oppressed peoples around the world.
But that's
anybody with two eyes can see that includes the Palestinians, right? All that kind of stuff. So it gives them a lot of cachet to lead this anti-Israel movement.
When you blow that up,
it's too bad it has to be that way, but it's the reality. It's the real politic.
When you blow that up, ultimately, it is a group. It is a very large group, right? It's a global group. Like they see themselves as part of a larger global collective community. And they even talk about things like, the political South, right? And when they talk about that, they're talking about South America, which, by the way, is where liberation theology was born, right? That comes out of Paulo Freire and his work. right? The pedagogy of the oppressed. So here's another one, right? Rubio talking about communism. So it's all
you know they're going to make Cuba a big issue. That's
right.
coming up next.
And here he is again. Anything to look away from Israel and the Israeli capture of our government. Democrats, socialists, they bad. That was the diet yesterday. Incredible. That, and let me see if you got this as well. My feed was flooded with the great news that the Palm Beach International Airport is now the Donald J. Trump International Airport.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. Wow, let's celebrate.
That's pretty good for a guy that only has like a 30% approval rating.
So I talked about this on my show the other day, and Trump, who's I think is really taking a dump, right? He's taking a total dump, but at the same time, he's doing all these things to immortalize himself. So he's got his signature now on the $100 bill, which no standing president has ever done before. Right now, he's got an airport named after him, and then I guess yesterday in my feed, someplace in South Carolina named a bridge after him. So he's going for the immortality effect.
Well, that's all going to get torn down once he's gone. They'll take all that stuff out of the garbage dump.
But it's a pretty
especially if there's a Democratic sweep by all these alleged socialists and leftists that we're talking about, and that's probably what's going to happen because they have the zeitgeist right now. They understand the core issues, and the trouble we've gotten into supporting Israel has really been identified by these emerging Democratic candidates. And you'll notice a lot of them are people of color or foreigners.
Yeah.
You don't really see any old white guys there.
No, they don't get to go to the barbecue.
I guess there was one up in New Hampshire, and he had to, he basically had to withdraw from his race because they dug up dirt on him. That's the other thing that happens is they dig up dirt on everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much traction this is going to get, this Democrat anti-Zionist wave. It might be tough because they still continue to compromise people, buy them off, find different ways of getting to them, and neutering them. I mean, look what they did to Tulsi Gabbard. Good example of a neutering.
Well, yeah. I mean, she was just basically eye candy. Like that's what her gig was. I'll tell you who really got neutered is RFK Jr.
Yep.
That guy got totally neutered. And I had heard that he was going to step down at some point after
the 4th of July, they were saying. Yeah.
Yeah. And I really see what he's doing, or what the is he, there's this whole argument. Well, he's making people more aware. Great. But unless you can stop Bayer from using Roundup, right, not just on our crops, but being sprayed indiscriminately in wildlands because they found it, right, in the watershed of wildlands, like all the awareness in the world isn't going to help us,
Yeah.
And what does Bayer have? They've got a 2 to 3 year immunity around Roundup at this point. So they bought themselves some time because there are cases going on, one in California and I forget the other state, but they're running simultaneously. And so what the Trump administration did is it gave them basically 2 years worth of immunity. Well, of course, those 2 years would coincide when theoretically Trump would be done with his administration. So it wouldn't be his problem anymore. Right. But that's it's all just performative at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of manipulation in the algos, and they know what you think. They know what you think have thought in the past. They're trying to get you to return home through their propaganda. It won't work on me. It won't work on you, but it'll work on some people. You know, when you start this whole communist socialist montage going, but you know, again, it's the lesser of two evils, which is that's the big problem. That's the issue. The lesser of two evils constantly.
Right.
You know, you never have any middle course. You never have any woke Reich choice. The woke Reich is, you know, they're not really going to get into power. No way.
So that's an interesting statement, which kind of leads into this idea that Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson are creating this third party. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, the problem I have with some of the leading figures of the woke Reich is that they're former Daily Wire, former Fox News. I mean, I like Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's a straight shooter. And I appreciate, you know, we've talked about this before. I appreciate what they have to say, but I don't totally 100% trust them.
I think that's a fair assessment.
I don't want to speak against them as long as they're kind of on the right track or becoming woke themselves to various degrees. But I mean, we got to switch gears and look at some of this Tyler Robinson stuff.
I was just thinking of that, right? Like, yeah. So
really revealing.
You're good at that true crime stuff, and the Tyler Robinson thing really falls into that category.
Yeah, the article I put up this morning. Let's just kind of go through that.
Okay. Oh yeah, a part of my feed also was filled with Candace Owens hate. That was another big line item.
Oh yeah, they're really organized on her. She's kind of over the target.
All right, where do you want to go?
The noticing will continue.
Okay.
And right at the top, go ahead and scroll down a little bit more. What's that say?
Right there, we got some quotes. Owen Benjamin. You got Owen Benjamin.
Okay, so let's just lead off. I make a comment. You know that this is going to lead to the other, so we can maybe listen to a little of Owen Benjamin talking about and reading the script that they had this Tyler Robinson read. He's reading about his social media messages to his lover boy.
Okay.
And in the
Tyler Robinson, I am still okay, my love, but am stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Should not be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you. Roommate, you weren't the one who did it, right?
Roommate, no, stop a second.
I am!
Who has a social media where you just have, you know, Tyler and roommate? Come on. Somebody really missed the boat on that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Why? Why did I do it? Yeah. I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully, they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. Some hate cannot be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they will have moved on. I have not seen anything about them finding it. How long have you been planning this? A bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't.
Okay, now go to the next part of the article. This is the zinger right here.
That's hilarious.
So this particular conversation was examined by a certain firm, which we're going to now introduce to our audience.
Okay.
They went in and got the forensics on their devices and put this ridiculous fake conversation together. Okay, everybody follow? Are you with me, everybody?
Okay, so do you want to go to the Shadow of Ezra?
Yeah, just read that.
Agent Brian
I'll
Davis.
read my paragraph above.
Okay, next we learned that investigators used Israeli company Celebrite to verify that the text exchange between Tyler Robinson and Lance Twiggs was authentic. Celebrite was also employed to handle electronic forensics in the fake Trump assassination. Agent Brian Davis confirms that investigators used the Israeli company Celebrite to verify the text exchange between Tyler Robinson and Lance Twiggs was authentic. So it is headquartered in Petah Tikva, Israel. All right, let's.
So I mean, one of the number one, if not the number one, forensic firms, electronic firms in the United States is headquartered in Utah. Why the hell are they going to Israel for this?
Contracts. All right, here we go.
Because basically they want to stage and fake
As
the
part
whole
of the
thing.
investigation, was a Celebrite extraction performed on Mr. Twiggs' phone?
Yes, it was.
Did you personally review that extraction?
Yes, I have.
And according to that extraction, did Mr. Robinson and Mr. Twiggs exchange text messages on September 10th through 11th, 2025?
Yes, they did.
What time was that first text sent?
So anyway, that's what we just heard. That's what we heard Owen Benjamin reading in their text exchange.
Right.
But Celebrite got into their devices and uncoded and got. So I mean, that is sketchy. That's very sketchy.
Look, I am not a professional assassin. However, if I attempted to be one, I certainly wouldn't be texting somebody on my phone right after.
Right. Exactly.
So this is the same company.
Same involved with all the stuff with this alleged attempted assassination of Trump. Same stuff.
You asked why this company? This is why right here.
Israel.
$19 million in a government contract.
Well, I think that's secondary. I think that these guys are part of Zog.
They are part of Zog, but the contracts matter, right? The contracts are the contracts.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's part of that. Keeps the operation going. But why are they using them at all?
Well, they're using them because of the influence and the money that gets exchanged between the CEO of Celebrite and somebody in the United States government who's getting a kickback. That's why they're using them.
But they're able to get in and do this fake stuff.
Yeah, of course. Of course, they can control the narrative. That's what
Yeah,
they're doing.
I think that's really damning. It's just kind of like, well, I mean, when I saw that, I kind of go, oh my God. And then, then the whole autopsy done on the guy in Pennsylvania, the alleged assassin that they killed. The autopsy was done by a Jewish coroner up in Pittsburgh. Not even
they moved the body to Pittsburgh
and had a Jewish coroner that's basically the IDF performed the autopsy.
And not only that, but the body was on the roof for what, like 9 hours or something like that. I mean, it was on the roof for a very long time. And when something is exposed to the elements for that long a period of time, even though nobody's like touching or moving the evidence, the potential for corrupting the evidence becomes much greater, right? Like carbon deposits.
That's what happens when things aren't real. You sort of start to notice these anomalies like that.
So do you think that the public awareness is at the point where when they see this company Celebrite located in Israel, everybody kind of begins to look sideways at it? Do you think we're at that point yet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that's very sus. So I just learned about this morning myself.
I mean, based on, recent historical data, recency bias, how could you not look at that?
Right.
And kind of,
Well, go further down and take a look at this phone call to Ben Shapiro.
Now, this is weird. This is really, really weird and damning. So this is Candace. Both Frank Turek and Brian Harpole have shared the story of the approximate 8-minute car ride hospital multiple times. They specified what every individual was doing during that short journey. Why did none of them mention that they were on the phone with Ben Shapiro's security team providing status updates while Charlie was bleeding? The world found out that Charlie was shot after he arrived at the hospital. Who in the car raced to inform Ben Shapiro's team within those first critical minutes? Ben Shapiro's personal security team consists of former IDF members. Is this how Bibi Netanyahu knew before the rest of the world that Charlie was dead? Who specifically were the security team members that were on the phone? So let's play this. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Second, there's visual timelines that show Charlie's body being carried to a vehicle within minutes of being shot. Apparently, he was still alive at the time. Again, I know that only because my security was talking to his security in the car. Second,
what are you babysitting?
Again, I know that only because my security was talking to his security in the car.
Well, the ironic part about this is apparently Ben Shapiro hated Charlie Kirk. They were not two peas in a pod.
My security was talking to his security in the car moments after he got shot. Come on. What a fuck up. You don't think that's not a little bit sus? What are you, babysitting? Have you been given the babysitter job for running herd over Charlie Kirk?
Well,
kind of what it sounds like. It sounds worse than that. It sounds like you were in on some kind of a plot to assassinate him.
Again, it's one of those things, right? It's like you look at Celebrite, Israeli company, recency bias, you curl your eyebrow. You look at Ben Shapiro, his security team was on the phone with Charlie Kirk's security team. You raise the eyebrow because, again, recency bias. I'm like, okay. So let me ask you this question. Theoretically, Ben Shapiro is a smart guy, right? He graduated early from high school, started going to college when he was like 16 years old, got a law degree by the time he was like 22. Why would he do this? Why would he make this video and potentially, transmit damning information?
First of all, these people are demons. That's my theory. They're demons. I'm going to go so far.
I'd agree with that.
Satanists and demons, and I don't think that they really read the room very well. They're not very self-aware because they've been given like the Holocaust card and all these little tricks that they play to kind of divert attention to their activities. And all of a sudden, when the activities start zeroing in on them, they don't have these cards to play anymore. They're just exposed, like the emperor wears no clothes. And they've always made mistakes. I've been following this shit for years, but nobody's really cared in the past. That's the difference. He's not reading the room. He doesn't realize that he's being scrutinized.
So that's arrogance, isn't it? That's really what that is.
Yeah. Yep.
It's an arrogance that has an air of invincibility, or I'm untouchable. It doesn't matter what I say or what I do. There's nothing you can do about it. That's what I get from it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But keep it up, Ben. Just keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Let's go back to your article. And
so there's a little meme of the scene in the car. Okay, this is just more satire, humor, but it's worth watching.
This one?
Yeah.
Frank, what the fuck do we do? Call Ben Shapiro's security team and give them an update. Stat! Okay. Then I'll call Tim Pool's guys.
The scene in the car.
That is funny as shit. Oh my god. That is good. Let me read this. Anyone who knows anything about security understands that when your critically wounded client is bleeding out in the back of an SUV, priority number one is keeping the Mossad agent and the 40-year-old skater boy who wears a beanie everywhere fully updated.
Fully updated, right. How's the assassination going? We did it.
Mine too, you witch. We were getting updates. I'm so tired of this. Fuck all of you retarded psychos.
Yeah, that's a script that I'm seeing. The fucking retarded psychos. That's been thrown at any of the skeptics on this stuff. Just automatic.
Ad hominem.
It's a script.
This is the guy that pulled the little thing on his arm. Like he was the guy in the stands. That's him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he sure arrived on the scene fast, didn't he?
What's he? Yeah. Why is he doing this?
Yep, the lead guy, the guy on the right. Yep. All of a sudden, he's just quickly on, right on the scene. One minute he's kind of behind the barricade or behind the separation, and then next thing you know, he hops over there and he's involved in this scene. I mean, my God, they assassinated him, bigger than shit. They're trying to frame this Tyler Robinson either as a fake or a willing patsy.
All right, so let's play this.
Might have to more. See the cameraman back there?
Yeah. Play it again.
Look how quickly he turns around and she's getting ready to see, he's getting ready to film him coming over to the car. He's setting up for his money shot.
He knows exactly what to do.
Yeah, not very well acted, dude.
So for those of you that are just listening, what we're watching here, I've been told I need to describe these things. What we're watching is the left side of this makeshift stage tent, and we can hear the shot. We can't see Charlie Kirk. We can see part of the crowd. There is a security guy in the back dressed in a black shirt, like a polo. And then behind him, there is a guy who has a video camera. So when the shot goes off, everybody else loses their mind except for the guy with the camera. It's as if he knew that the shot was going to go off. And he calmly and coolly turns around to start videotaping people taking Charlie's body out of the stage area. So the way that he moves, and this is what Russ is inferring, is that he knows that it's coming. Because number one, he's not scared or disturbed by the explosion or the bang. And number two, he quickly moves into action and starts videotaping.
Yeah.
Knowing exactly where they're going to come from.
Now, I see something that ties into what we were talking about earlier. I want to read this. This is in your comment sections. There's an individual, probably some kind of somebody you've never seen. I've never seen him. Zero Heads 3564. Let me read what he or she has to say. Two boomer poops, referring to us, following the garbage spewed by Candace Owens is pure lunacy. I mean, most of the stuff I've been revealing here today, I didn't get from Candace Owens. It's pretty widespread. The celibate story is part of the testimony and the trial. It doesn't take a lunatic to see something wrong there. It doesn't see a lunatic to see that something's wrong with Ben Shapiro making that comment. What's lunatic about that? So this is what we're talking about. Crypto commies. Listen. Crypto commies are just more interweb lunatics. Someone needs to learn to read the room. So they're kind of imitating me. So it almost sounds like a bot. This is like an algo.
Well, so I'll tell you what I find offensive about this. Now, Russ, you may qualify as being a boomer, and you can wear that badge proudly.
But not you, huh?
I'm not a boomer.
Okay.
I'm not a boomer, right? I am officially Generation Jones. So in 1967, when most boomers were dropping acid,
but
I was 7 years old. Okay, I don't have the same.
Well, Robert, are you a crypto commie, Robert? Come on.
Am I a crypto commie? No, I'm not a crypto commie.
Interweb lunatic.
I might be how would I say this? A happy-go-lucky anarcho. You can put me in that category. Happy-go-lucky anarcho. So should I ban Zero Hedge?
Oh, I think it's illustrative to what we're talking about.
Why don't I ask the chat?
I'm glad you came on board there, Zero Hedge, because you kind of demonstrated. I don't know if you were on the conversation earlier when we were talking about this shit.
Let's let the chat decide Zero Hedge's fate. Chat, would you like me to send Zero Hedge into the netherworld? All I need is a few responses so that I can take action here. Or you can say, no, we want Zero Hedge to stay here. So we're crypto commies. This is a group effort here.
BB says Agent Zero Hedge deployed.
Go ahead and ban me. Okay.
There's Zero Hedge. Enjoy the Fed slop.
Yeah. Leone says yes. BB says no, let him talk shit. Okay, we got two. Let him make
a fool of himself.
No,
okay, that's kind of where I am.
I'll keep
as long as everybody's been instructed, informed what's going on.
Okay, chat, he's yours. Have him. There you go.
We got a bunch of bans. Yeah. Come on.
No, it's okay. We got
no need. It's mixed.
We got one ban. Let him make a fool of himself. All right. No need. It's like a village idiot. We got BB Rebozo in chat. We're good.
Okay, you got it covered. All right.
He's our samurai. All right, let's move on. What do you got next?
Zero Hedge. Crypto commie. Okay, the strange Slender Man, Tyler Robinson apparition.
Okay. Let's see. It's back here. Hold on. Yeah, this really caught my attention when I was cruising through your site.
He looks like the popular pop culture figure Slender Man.
Yeah.
Sort of stick man.
Yeah.
Now, when you see him in the Dairy Queen eating ice cream, he looked fairly normal. Looked like he was kind of trim, but he looked like he had a normal build.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look at him in some of these films that they're putting out claiming who he is.
Okay.
So you might have to click through to the Twitter.
Let's see. So the first video?
Yeah, it says he changed his entire outfit.
Right.
Let's just take a look at him, his appearance. Just looking at his appearance.
And the images that we have.
He's skinny.
From my viewing and seeing that.
Yeah, look at him. Look at his legs. He's got a gun in there.
You know, that is a serious lack of testosterone.
He doesn't look that way at the Dairy Queen. There's no indications that.
Same.
Tyler Robinson looked like this. He's much taller than 5'10". He's extremely slender, like Slender Man. He's got no muscle on him.
No, it's lack of testosterone. Okay. So
there's a couple other images.
And shoes.
This is in court. This is court testimony.
Yes.
Who is that?
I believe that's Tyler Robinson.
All right. And where does he go from there?
He heads out of the parking garage on foot into the campus.
Okay, look at him. Now he's got shorts on.
And then
he changes clothes.
Actually goes to the quad area of the campus.
Slender Man.
At that time, he makes contact with some representatives from TPUSA.
Like quad area.
Did you hear that?
The amphitheater.
Did you hear that? He says he made contact with people from TPUSA. What the?
This just feels like an Oswald event. This is an Oswald event. Like, how does this guy stay alive through this trial? I mean, I could see him being unalived. Right.
Well, he may just be an agent himself.
Could be
playing a role.
Could be.
He may not really be a real patsy. He may just be this guy signed to this particular mission to
could be
pull this
could be, but
patsy routine off.
But at the end of the day, if you were somebody who was in charge of the so-called agent, right, would you trust that agent to follow through with everything? No, you may want to terminate the agent.
Somebody says he didn't go to Dairy Queen. Did they get the wrong ice cream place?
No, I thought it was Dairy Queen. He went to Dairy Queen, and they actually, I believe, they tore it down.
Yeah, I thought it was Dairy Queen. I might be wrong on the Dairy Queen, but he clearly went
he went to Dairy Queen, and
he clearly went someplace to have some ice cream after.
They actually closed that Dairy Queen down after he was there.
Yeah, well, if I got the wrong brand, my apologies, but he did go get some ice cream.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, right, the Italian guy from Luigi, right, who shot the United Health guy, remember him?
Right.
Didn't he go to McDonald's afterwards? I don't remember them tearing that. They didn't tear that McDonald's down. You know, that McDonald's stayed open. Why did they tear this Dairy Queen down? Let's keep playing this.
There's another one better. Let's go on down to this where it says, bro, literally walking with a rifle down his pants. Let's just take a look at that. He really looks weird in that picture.
Okay.
You see it? Yeah, you got it. Is there any way you could blow that up a little bit so that it can be seen on the screen?
Yeah, hold on. Here we go.
New video has come out of Tyler Robinson limping up the stairwell.
You can't even see his face. How do you know who it is?
Assassination. You can see Tyler Robinson trying to conceal his face right here. And if you notice, he briefly looks back at one of them to see if they're looking back up at him. They believe that Tyler Robinson was concealing the rifle inside of his pants.
Ridiculous. If he has a rifle in there, that means his leg is not even the size of a human bone.
Walking.
Well, I can tell you right now, the rifle that he theoretically shot Charlie Kirk with was a 300 caliber track. Right, it was a 300 caliber bullet, and I could tell you that the size of a 300 caliber rifle would make his pant leg bulge out like he has a deformity, and I don't see that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had a picture of that, didn't I, or not?
And even
above that, see the picture of the rifle right there above it.
Even if the rifle was collapsible, it would stick out even more because it would have more bulk versus less length, right? And you don't really see that. Now, if he had a collapsible rifle, it could fit into his backpack. But that's not what they're saying here. They're saying it's the rifle that's causing the limp.
And there's the picture of the rifle right above that where we just were.
Yeah, that's a 300. 300.
Okay.
It's
huge. It's a big gun.
It's a big gun. Like you could go out and you could take down a deer with a 300. You could take down an elk with a 300.
And he's not really wearing that baggy of pants. They're really skinny legs.
No.
And and that thing would just be that would mean his real physique, if he got in there, would be smaller, half the size of a normal person's femur and patella and whatever,
Right. So again, if they were going to hide the rifle, it would be in the backpack. And yes, is there a rifle that you could dismantle and rebuild rather quickly and fire off a long shot? Sure, absolutely, but that's not what they're saying here.
Okay, the next one I think everybody's seen, but it's kind of worth playing. This is this Slender Man jumping off the roof under Ricky Zagaglino. Yeah. Now, how does Stickman, Slender Man absorb that fall? He didn't have any leg strength.
There's no leg strength.
And he took that thing like a ninja. How could that even be?
This guy has training.
Well, it's fake. It's fake. It's not real.
You think this is AI?
Yeah, it's CGI. I mean, look at the way it lands. Come on, that's not physically possible.
Well, I'll tell you, the shadows are consistent. Right, that's one of the things that I would look at.
Well, look, I'll give you something else weird. Look in the background. Okay, see that tree in the background?
That one?
Start from the beginning. No, the other one in the middle. Okay, see this guy walking back there? Watch. Yeah. He goes behind the tree and disappears. That is
a really good attention to detail. Let's play that again.
They just forgot to finish the movement. Whoever's creating the CGI, he tried to make a simple scene, but he made a mistake on the characters he's got walking in the background.
That's worth another look. Okay, so I'll tell you what I do see, and I'm not saying that it's not AI, but there is a slight bit of movement here. Right, there is a slight bit of movement. Let me see it again.
What, like a bird?
No, but there is something that happens there. Yeah, it's not noticeable enough to make it.
It's just more weird and anomalous stuff. I mean, I don't necessarily base my whole case on that because I've been doing this for years. I've seen so much of that, and people kind of scoff at it all the time.
It's pretty.
But I mentioned it anyway because it just kind of looked off.
So what's interesting with AI is that AI usually shoots in increments of 5, 10, and 15. And this one's at 11. So I don't know if they stretched it out another second so that it doesn't cohere to the normal kind of AI times. But it's definitely suspect. I'll give you that.
So you want to maybe switch gears and just do a little sports?
Sure. I'm always up for sports. I don't know if...
we have kind of a promise, I think, to our audience not to overdo the sports. I think some people get a little pissed off, but I think this is just so friggin' impressive. This Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland?
Yeah.
Down there in my Around the Webs, July 7th. Take a look at this guy's athleticism.
go. So for people who aren't aware of Erling Haaland, he is a 25-year-old freak of nature who plays for the Norwegian national team. Professionally, he plays for Manchester City in the English Premier League. And he is 6'5". He weighs 205 pounds. And he's been
25 years old. 25 years old.
25. He's been clocked going 22 miles per hour. That is the same speed as Tyreek Hill, who is one of the fastest players in the NFL. And this guy is, he's not only is he a freak of nature, but as a human, it's like he displays the best parts of being a human.
Yeah, very class act. Let's watch it so everybody can see it. Yeah, it's pretty friggin' amazing. I can't see anything.
Hold on. Let me remedy that.
I put up a lot of stuff on him because I got kind of fascinated with him.
Well, he's absolutely fascinating, right? It's like when you look at him and you watch him, it's almost a distillation of all the best parts of who we could be. And that's why people love this guy. He's one of the most famous people in the world right now.
He's always making faces. Look at that shot. What the heck? How did he get that ball?
That's incredible.
Kick it in the goal. Headshot. Like Michael Jordan leaping ability. Kicks it off this guy's head. And
wow.
Look at that.
Incredible.
That's really kind of a specialty shot. Headshot flying through the air. Now look at him put on the afterburners.
Left foot. He's a lefty.
Right. No, look at that. Look at him run. Look at him turn on the afterburners and just catch the pass without even stopping. He gets led the pass really nice and just goes right into it. You can't knock him down. You know, they try to defend against him and he just runs over people. See, look, he just ran over that guy. Now, is the rules of soccer, let me ask you. The rules of soccer, because I don't know that much about soccer, but is the rule of soccer is that if both players are going for the ball, then there's no foul if one player knocks the other on his ass?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So the fouls occur when they're below the waist. Pretty much. Like when you go to tackle somebody, because the legs are the bread and butter of the sport, and they're trying to protect the bread and butter. So that's where you get a foul or you get a yellow card. But if two players are simply going for the ball, they'll kind of let them play on, right? Unless something really egregious happens, like
pushing somebody.
Well, somebody hits an elbow to the head, right? That would be really egregious. So
well, he just runs over people because he's so big and fast.
Well, he'll either run over you or he'll run past you. right?
Yeah.
And so the thing about him that's really fascinating is his training methods and what he employs in his life. So he is a big red light therapy guy. He's got a red light chamber that he works with every day, right? His diet, he eats like 6,000 calories a day, but it's all like beef or eggs or greens. That's the bulk of his diet. He likes coffee in the morning with cream and maple syrup. He does the cold plunge. He does the sauna, and he also meditates. So this got me. That's in addition to the training he gets. And I saw a video with his trainer, and his trainer stretches him out 3 times a day. That's why he has such insane flexibility and is able to like torque his body.
I looked at the Wikipedia on him, and he has suffered injuries. Probably almost every season he's played.
Yeah,
he's been out a week or two with injuries.
He plays well. If he wasn't in such good shape, he'd be out longer.
Yeah, that's right. There's something about him, but probably eventually he's going to have a serious injury. It's going to end his career. That's my prediction. But man, what a performance while he's playing!
And it's not only that, but have you seen them with him with the drum? And
I have all that on there. Keep going down the page. There's more.
Okay, all right.
If you want, I mean,
no. This guy is a phenomenon. Like he's truly a phenomenon. Let's go here. All right. The drum stuff is really amazing. Let's go through some of this.
Well, I'll just have to mention that my grandmother was Norwegian, so I'm definitely rooting for the Norwegian team with this guy and my grandmother.
All right, check this out, people.
They got this Viking row thing going. Okay, there's some more of his play up above there.
I want to bring something into this conversation about that that exercise there, and it's a really interesting commentary by this guy who has figured out what he's doing on a metaphysical level. Let me play this real quick because I think Chataria would get a kick out of it, and Russ, you might find it really interesting as well. This is about the banging of the drum and the rowing. Check this out. This is really fascinating. All right, let me share this. All right, watch this, people.
Norway is going to win the World Cup, and the world is helping without even knowing it. As a hypnotist and a spiritual coach, I see exactly what is happening here. An entire nation locked into one synchronized movement with total attention and intention. This is called mass suggestion, mass flow. Millions of people moving in synchronicity generate so fucking much force that the intention gets broadcast into the universe with absolute precision. And the universe answers with correspondence. As Brazil, the movement itself, rowing pulls energy straight into the heart and the solar plexus, where will, manifestation, love, intuition, and collective joy sits. We're charging the exact centers that broadcast intention out into the universe. And here's the part nobody wants to admit. The rowing is spreading. Fans from other countries are also copying us in the stands, in the arenas. Every single person who joins us is unconsciously feeding the Norwegian intention. You think you're doing a fun celebration? You're rowing for us. The Maharishi effect says enough consciousnesses locked onto one objective will penetrate every physical boundary. The boundary is your team's defense. The hidden secret, Holland is rumored to practice transcendental meditation, more receptive, more coherent through his entire energy field, and it transmits straight into his teammates. He's the antenna for everything the nation is broadcasting. And we will go far. Follow to learn more about hypnosis.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yep.
Right there, right?
You're getting the zeitgeist and the egregore going.
Wow. It's like when I saw that, it's like, this makes total sense, right? And Halland is the focal point.
Yep.
He is the receptor.
So here's some more play if you want to see it.
Sure.
Let's see, which ones have we seen? The second one.
We saw the clips.
Yeah, the second one, though.
Okay.
Kind of shows the speed. A couple of them might be repeats, but there's some new plays here. Oh, by the way, that right there, the bottom one.
Yeah.
Those three players that are on the World Cup team with Norway this year,
yeah.
all of them are sons of players from 25 years ago.
That's wild. So I'm wondering, one of the things about Halland that makes him special, and I think there are like 5 guys on the Norway national team that played youth soccer with him. And I read about their training methods. And they had very cutting edge, like unusual training methods for youth at that time. And like I said, there are at least 6 players from that youth league that he played in that are professional first division footballers, right? And some of them are on the Norwegian national team. So it's not
what I actually kind of like about this team is there actually are Norwegians.
Well, there are some that are not Norwegians, but for the most part, they're Norwegians.
Yeah.
Right.
That's unusual.
It's very unusual. Like France, I mean, France has 2 guys.
I mean, they've got a superstar. Let's face it. That's one of the reasons they're tough.
Well, but they have 2 guys who would be considered ethnically French that play at the same time as everybody else on their team who are not ethnically French. They may be nationally French, but they're not ethnically French. So this is a very different zeitgeist. Okay, so we saw that one.
We saw the top one. Oh, did we see the second one?
We saw Halland's speed is insane. Let's see here.
We saw this play, but there's some new plays.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Pretty intimidating to play against the guy.
Okay, that is insane. That is freaking insane. Now, look what he's doing. First of all, he has to be in the right place, right? Okay, he's getting himself in position.
Yeah, footwork.
Right, and then he's got to get horizontal.
Yeah, he's got great jumping, and he really has great sense of the ball. He always knows where the ball
exactly. He's got to get horizontal, and he doesn't have much of a window here.
No, it's crowded. I mean, that's the way soccer is. It gets real crowded. Nothing ever happens when he's around.
Look,
What did he even hit it with? His groin.
He's so strong that the guy tried to pull him down, and he couldn't do it.
No.
So he can outmuscle you.
All right, here shows his class. What a classy guy is. That one right there.
He's a very cool dude.
Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go.
See that? Everybody was throwing
their
jerseys to the guy. He walks up and hands it to him. And what does the guy do? He pats him on the back. Right? That's the equipment manager.
Right. Here he is helping the equipment guys pick up. This guy makes millions of euros.
Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast.
He goes up in the stands and gives some kid a
You
jersey.
feel when you fall asleep, and never to touch and never to keep, cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Where you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Closing players.
Just let her go. Oh, 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 no. You let her go. Oh, 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 no. Will you let her go? Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home.
Yeah, this guy is an exceptional human being. Like, you know, on so many levels. He's physically at the 0.5% of the population, right? And then just on a personal, emotional, spiritual level, I think he's really evolved. And so they ask him about certain things, and he'll say, I don't know, I can't predict the future. I live in the moment, right? There's only this moment, and it can all be taken from you. So I'm here to live every moment to its fullest. That's the mindset right there. So I think there is a very evolved spiritual side to this guy, and he doesn't take himself seriously. He does that funny posture where he sticks his neck out and his head out. Like, he has a very comic side.
When he goes out and play, he knows how to dominate for sure. He doesn't let up on anybody. Very competitive. But then afterwards, there he is going and hugging the opposing players.
Let me see if I can find this. Just to play a little bit of this for people. This will give people a sense of who he is as a person. So he has a vlog, and this is him in Texas. Okay, I won't play the whole thing. It's 10 minutes, but I'll play about 3 or 4 minutes of this. Check this guy out.
Who won? Win Brazil next in New York. No, I won just the cowboy hat. That's all I won. That's what I'm here for. Wild Bill's Western. Perfect. It's perfect. It's too simple. Oh, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
Oh, I need a good hat.
You need a hat.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? It just so happens you've come to the right spot here in Dallas. This is Miguel. He's going to be taking care of you today.
Nice to meet you.
All right, let's do this.
So when we get to you, take your hat off.
Yeah, come on. I've got a big head. Yeah. So how should the hat be?
So the hat, we want to make sure it's tight, that the wind doesn't blow it off your head. This
Yeah.
one's too big, so
Yeah,
I'm going to go
they're
down
too
the
big.
side. So you want to do like that, and your hat stays on your head.
So do you like the country style, Ellen? Unbelievable.
So I have to open up the sides a little bit so the steam relaxes the wool so that I can manipulate it and get it to the right shape.
What a shop. Look at them shoes as well, what was saying?
So once you decide the color you want, if you like the brown, we'll go ahead and get it branded.
Yeah, EH9. Holland.
Yes. And then here's the
Come on, baby, come on! No way, no way. You need to introduce yourself.
So tell us. We are the Kitmen for Erling. Kitmen for Erling.
Those his teammates.
name is Siggy, proud Kitman. And my name is Eric, proud Kit. I'm taking care of Erling.
Yeah,
and you
this
take
is Salves.
Salve. Yeah.
Just so you know, come on, get that on. And what have we just witnessed on the football pitch?
We witness Whitney Houston's history in Norway. History, yeah. He didn't score. He didn't score. He was hit by the ball. We have to be honest. One more tap in.
What? Yes, I need a few different ones. This is, I need dark. I need.
So what about the Bailey right behind him and the lighter color?
Yeah, I need a few different ones for summer as well.
How does it feel on your head?
I look like a proper cowboy. What are we saying about this?
I mean, what are you saying?
Got any Nike ones?
Pretty good English accent in English, but pretty good.
You got snake skin there? Snake or cobra skin?
Go on, let's have a look. Check yourself out there.
No, I'm looking forward to walking out on the street and doing this.
It's a nice greeting, isn't it? Take your hat off.
Yeah.
Can
you show me how you do it?
You take it off like this. From the crown. Yes.
Come on, snake skin for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
How nice is that?
Thank you, sir.
This stuff's probably pretty expensive.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
It suits him.
He's a cowboy. He's a cowboy. That's what it is. He's not a goal scorer. He's a cowboy.
He's more of a cowboy than a goal scorer, actually.
Looks good, no?
Let me see this right here real quick. So this is the black one. Yeah, I got to really open that one up. And then a nice gray
Stetson one.
A nice gray Stetson for you.
Miguel,
That's a Stetson. Yeah, Miguel is my
So
guy.
now you have all the colors, summer and the winter hats.
Yeah.
But this one I'm going to have to open up for you.
Look at the
Okay, how are we gonna outdo this?
What are we saying, y'all?
Are you gonna walk around town?
What are we saying, y'all? Sick. Look how nice it is. I'm going to wear this in the summer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Travel tomorrow in this.
Yes, always set your hat crown down like this.
Okay.
There's two reasons for that. It's a beautiful curve. So if you keep putting it like that, it's going to go flat. But the superstition says you keep your luck in your hat. So if I put my hat this way, my luck runs out.
I'll turn it around and keep the luck coming.
Yeah, and that's it. So we got you your 4 hats, we got you 3 winter hats, and 1 summer.
Have you got any snake skin hats?
Snake skin.
There it is.
Hey, come on.
It's not that.
Come on.
No.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, fits good. What do we say?
Yeah, decent.
Then you have to call
Love it. I'm gonna get fitted like a real cowboy now.
I'm getting a hat, shirt, and this boots.
They are a little bit.
We are having our hats now, so the lady is giving us the best option, and I think that's the best.
Who's that for then?
For my son. I need one for my son. Don't mess with Texas. But I want one Don't Mess with Texas t-shirt. Y'all can kiss my Dallas. Get on this. Y'all can kiss my Dallas. I need that one is matching my hat as well. No, I'm getting that.
I'm getting that.
Where is my line team, please?
Hey, he's already got it.
Yeah, but I'm over this guy. Nice to meet you.
Sanders in.
Hey,
I think
I'm buying the El Presidente, apparently.
But look at Cato, the security guy. Let me show you one thing. Yeah. You don't
Mate, he's looking good.
Okay, what should we do? Johnny, Sander doesn't like my outfit.
The outfit is shocking. The hat is so dope.
Sander's being like this negative person. Come on, you have to be positive. The shoes is great.
Hey, you need to respect the hat.
Yeah. I think you're next. So
Yeah,
color suits you.
Yeah, I like the color.
Are you feeling yourself right now?
I think I could be part of Yellowstone after this. That's so boring question. Should I get on there, please? Right. Look at this guy. Look at this loser. Look at this loser.
They complain when I order this, but when I score the goals, then they zip it up.
You know, this suits us really. So we're going to be kitmans from the USA next time.
Yeah, like the Dallas Cowboys kitmen.
Yeah,
next year.
We're gonna be sure. Hey, Dallas, call us.
I'm going to rodeo later.
We've done a rodeo right now.
So nice.
Feeling like a proper cowboy.
Dallas is amazing. Unbelievable. So nice.
I've never seen anybody have so much fun going into a store.
It's so nice. So positive.
I've never had this much fun in a store anywhere in my life.
It's very friendly.
Yeah, so friendly. Going to New York tomorrow, and in 5 days we're playing Brazil. That is sick. Sandy, you need to get some shoes.
Oh.
You need some snakeskin shoes.
You got one?
Bever.
You getting a little treat for the boys?
Yeah. For the lads.
Yeah, I'm wearing this now.
I was going to bring you that.
This is me now. This is me now.
I like these coats.
You have this in black.
Jackets, these are cool.
That's in black.
No.
Just that color. Just that color. So I almost.
I go
Like long
black.
coats.
I like the all black.
Oh, he wants the all black. He wants to be. I like it, lad.
I do like
All
black.
black.
Johnny Cash.
Let me go check.
You happy with it, lad?
This hat's incredible. The quality. Look at it inside. How fresh. Well, it's big. What a vibe. I'm good with a hat only. And a little t-shirt. That'll stick. Playing Brazil MetLife World Cup first time. Incredible. Having the time of my life in between the games, and then playing the most enjoyable games of football ever. Can't wait. Family, friends here. What a group to do it with. And everyone at home rooting for us. Special. Can't wait to go again. Brazil. I think we're peaking in life. We're peaking.
We are.
It's all downhill from here.
Python for the lads. I thought this was something you were going to fit in your pocket. Need this one as well. Can you add this in the mix?
Okay, I got you. No worries. Got the small size?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's to put the bill for everyone.
Yeah, someone needs to pay.
Let the man
I
pay.
came a day early and found it.
No, get out.
We're going out the back.
Go out.
So you catch this, he's paying for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, how could you not love this guy after watching that?
Yeah, he has a good time. Goes in the store and turns it into a big entertainment center.
Right.
Social event.
He has this really unique way of making it about him, but not making it about him.
Right.
That's
he's actually kind of humble, considering.
I think he's very humble. Right. He's very, very humble. And it feels like everything is sort of new to him, right? Like he's relishing in sort of the novelty of the moment. Right. And
he may get jaded eventually, depending on how long his career lasts. But I don't think he's going to have.
I don't think he'll get jaded. I think I think he'll see it as a time and a chapter in his life. He's got a son. He may have more, and then he'll move on. Right. He'll become a father, and he'll probably become a coach like his father was. After his father played first division football in Manchester, right? That's where his father played.
Yeah, he took a cheap shot at injury that ended his career.
Yeah.
That Keene guy just basically ambushed him, really dirty foul, and that ended his dad's career.
Yeah. So
that could happen to him because he just plays so hard and just runs over people and gets into that congestion. I mean, I played enough sports and basketball. I mean, you go into congestion and you get bumped. It's hard to stay on your feet. It's hard not to go down.
Yeah.
But of course, I wasn't built like that guy is.
No, he's kind of built for contact.
Right.
So I think he can handle more than most. And then you got to catch up to him for the contact.
Right.
That's a whole other.
Yeah, he just runs away from you.
Could you imagine?
Okay, so we go back to some more boring shit.
No. Well, we should end it on a high here. Could you
want to stop it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you imagine him playing basketball for your dad?
I think he could play anything: football, basketball.
The guy's got to have at least a 38-inch vertical leap.
Yeah.
Right.
He gets up. You could just tell he's explosive. And there's one shot. I don't know if we passed it. I don't know that they show him training. Let me see. Maybe we could hit that real quick.
Which one? The training with his trainer where he's getting stretched out?
Yeah. Because it continues on. Did you go through all these?
No, I did not. I'm gonna go back.
Second. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll show you where it is.
Okay, hold on.
The second one, and let's go to
is it the one with the Asian characters?
Oh, I got my spinner going on my.
Hold on. Here, we'll go back here.
Okay, the second one, if you kind of go through the cursor, you'll see him after they'll show a few football plays.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
There's no football. Okay, there's football plays. Is it this one?
No, the second one above that. The second one down.
Okay, so
that's one.
That's one.
Okay, two. That one.
So this is the one that's 4 minutes long. 152. Okay. Hold on.
Now you're getting spinning too.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting exactly the same thing I got. How'd that happen?
Maybe there's just a heavy load in this video.
Anyway, if you go to that, you can see him training. I mean, it just shows him running up this hill like a steamroller. Just, man, unbelievable. Endurance, too, because that would take some real, not just strength and speed, but endurance.
Yeah. And the guy has a really clean lifestyle. He doesn't, I'm not sure. I don't know if he drinks or not, but he doesn't go out. He doesn't go to clubs.
He's got a girlfriend or wife, I should say, that she's.
Well, he has a girlfriend who's a mother to his son.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, and when he was in that shop, he bought a little black cowboy hat for his son. I don't know if you caught that, but he's really, this country has kind of fallen in love with this guy, right? It's easy to see why. You know, he displays an attitude of an elite athlete that many elite athletes don't express. A lot of elite athletes like LeBron James are just, arrogant prima donnas. I mean, across the board. You don't see a combination of elite athleticism, skill, and humility and genuine openness. Like that's a very, very rare combination when you put all of those things together. Because a lot of athletes, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Oh, kind of jogging myself off.
Yeah, a lot. So I was saying that America's fallen in love with him because he displays traits that are really uncommon. Number one, he's exceptional at what he does, right? But he's also really humble, has great self-awareness, doesn't take himself seriously.
Good mood.
Right? I mean, and when you look at athletes in this country, a lot of them at really high levels are prima donnas because they've been coddled almost every step of the way, being the best player on the team. You know, they get privileges that other players don't, and eventually it goes to their head. You know, so we have like LeBron James, who is the epitome.
Well, he was instructed. He said he was instructed by his mom on social behaviors. That his mom was very, very adamant that he behave in a certain way.
His mom taught him meditation. This guy, yes. So his mother was very advanced in terms of,
and she was also a great female athlete.
She was a heptathlete, right?
Whatever that is.
Well, so they participate in the heptathlon, and in the heptathlon, there's it's like a smaller version of the decathlon,
right?
So you have things like long jump, 400 meters, 800 meters, javelin, high jump, probably 100-meter sprint, right? There aren't as many events. So if you're a heptathlete, you are a very well-rounded athlete because you can do a lot of things well, right? So you have fast twitch muscles for the explosive events. You have endurance for the slow twitch events. So he got that from her. And then from his father, clearly he got the soccer gene. So genetics, man, genetics are everything.
Yeah, two athletes with his parents.
Yeah. So it makes total sense, right?
Must be something to do with his diet. You know, you got some diet.
we know what his diet is. Like he's displayed his diet.
But even growing up, I think he got some extra boost.
Well, so he talks about like when he was 15, he left his home when he was 15. And he had to play on this one club that wasn't in his home. And so basically he had his own residence at 15. So he had to learn how to do everything for himself, you know, clean the place and even cook for himself. So I guarantee you his mother turned him on to the importance of diet. And his diet consists of basically grass-fed meats or really, really good meat. Like in one of the videos, it shows him when he's in England going to this farm and he buys raw milk from this woman at this farm.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And she sells him the steaks, right? And then his girlfriend makes a béarnaise sauce and this salad with tomatoes and greens and then they have some potatoes. That's his, you know, and he likes to eat eggs in the morning, right? So he has sourdough toast with sunny side up eggs and some avocado, right? And the raw milk plays a huge role in it. The guy eats really clean and he's feeding 6,000 calories into his body every day. So yeah, diet plays a huge role in this guy's life. Like to see his chart. So I've actually looked at his chart. Now there's no rising sign with this chart. So we can take a look at it quickly for you train spotters out there. Let me indulge the audience, Russ.
Okay.
If I had to tack a rising sign on him, I would tap him as a Sag rising. To me, he demonstrates all the qualities of being a Sag rising. Hold on. All right. So this is a chart without a rising sign in no time. So he has a huge amount of Cancer. So he's a Cancer sun, true node conjunction with the sun, Mars conjunct the true node. He's got a Mars sun conjunction. That's vitality right there. That's vitality. And I'll tell you what else. So as a Cancer, he's doing an incredible job, right? Because Cancer's mission is self-care. And by the way, he's in bed by 10 o'clock each night. And he wears those blue blocker red shades at night. So his body can begin to slow down and he can get into sleep mode. And so,
wow, really? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So Lionel Messi, who is also one of the greatest players in the world, is also a Cancer. He's born at the first part of the month, and Haaland at the latter part of the month. So what's interesting about Cancer is that soccer is a very crab-like sport, right? When you watch a soccer player, they go backwards, they go to the side, they go diagonal, right? It's very much like a crab. So based on a very small sample size, with these two guys, both being two of the best players in the world, both of them being Cancers, it's like, yeah, that makes sense to me. And then I feel like his Venus and Leo is where you get that warmth, right? You get, Venus is about relationship, partnership. That's where you get the warmth. And he's got this really nice sextile with Jupiter and Gemini. And you saw that on display at the cowboy shop where he buys everything for everybody, right? That's generosity. And, how I work with astrology is this cluster for me in his chart is really interesting, right? That's his sun. That's who he is. But how he processes the world is through his connection with other people, because that's Venus, which is in front of his sun, right? So what he's always doing and connecting with is creating heart bonds with other people, because Leo rules the heart. And once he establishes those connections, like as a Cancer, it gives him a sense of equilibrium and balance, right? So he's always looking to bond at a kind of a heart level. And the fire signs,
obviously you can see that.
Yeah. And he's got the moon in Pisces too, which I don't think can be underestimated in this chart. Because the moon in Pisces emotionally is also kind of very flowing, very universal, really unconditional. And what is it doing, right? Now, you want to talk about, this is interesting. So we asked ourselves this question: how does he know where to be? Like in that
spatial awareness, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is where it is in his chart, right? The moon is intuitive. It is an intuitive faculty in the chart. And in Pisces, that intuition is heightened, right? It is not quantitative. It's more qualitative. So that moon is also having a connection.
What happens with athletes like that? And I know Michael Jordan was this way.
Hold on a second. Let me just play this out here. That moon is in connection with his Mars and his sun, right? So Mars is about action. It's about force. So this is a very fluid operation. It's natural for him. Like, it is ingrained in his chart that he knows where to be intuitively and to act upon it in the moment. It's a very, very interesting chart.
Well, great athletes like that will actually, their brains, they'll go into almost like slow motion. Everything, they'll be spinning up there in the air, a lot of spatial awareness, but everything kind of slows down. That's right. Been described. And that's kind of why he's able to just sort of suspend himself and bring the foot around and hit the ball at a perfect angle.
Yeah. So
in traffic.
Clearly, Jordan had that trait.
Right.
Wayne Gretzky had that trait. Wayne Gretzky had amazing spatial awareness, and everything happened to him much slower than other hockey players. So and what I mean by that is that things just unfolded for him slower, where everybody else is speeded up, right? And they're, kind of all over the place. Gretzky didn't do that. And it's the same trait that Joe Montana had, to the point where in the third Super Bowl, the 49ers were playing, they're in this drive, right? Like a minute left. And, everybody on the team is really hyped up because they have no timeouts and they have to drive the length of the field and score a touchdown and win. And Montana was so slowed down that he looked into the stands and he saw John Candy, the actor, right? and the offensive tackle, this guy by the name of Harris Barton. He goes up to Harris Barton, who's like, what do you do? And he taps Harris Barton on the shoulder and says, "Hey, Harris, look, that's John Candy over there." Right? So it's in the middle, like the biggest drive of his life. And he slowed down enough to notice John Candy in the stands. And when he said that, it put Harris Barton at ease. He was like, "Oh, yeah, that is John Candy." Right?
He's got this handled.
Right. So this is, and I'll tell you, this gets back to his commentary. Like when the guy asks him, "What does the future hold for Erling Haaland?" He says, I do my best to stay in the moment. That's all there is the moment. That's what we're talking about. These great athletes have an awareness of the moment that is different. It's different than other athletes. And the other athletes may get it every now and then, but the great ones, they find the zone and they stay there. And
apparently they're playing on Sunday for the championship between England. Is that correct?
They were going to play for England to get into the quarterfinals.
Oh, that's really? I thought they were already in the finals.
No, they're in the group of 8.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so they play England.
Before we leave, I found the little clip on him training. It's just a minute. At 106 in that second clip, that's exactly where it is. We can just use that to close out.
Okay.
And then I've got to go.
All right. We geeked out a little bit here today. Kind of went off our normal tangent of ripping the world. Hold on. All right. Okay, so it's the second clip.
Yeah, 106, 107.
All right. Oh, yeah, here we go. That's it. Okay. For all you fanboys and fangirls out here, here's your last look at Erling Haaland.
That's at the top of the hill. Look at the acceleration. The video's kind of broken up, but
guy's a beast.
Yeah, the video's kind of broken up there, but wow.
Total beast. And a really good human being. Hey, Russ, it's been great reconnecting. People can find him at winterwatch.net. If you want to read more boomer slop.
They're out, man. They're out in force. Okay.
And you can find me here. And by the way, don't forget, I have a new book out. Russ, I have a new book out. Did you know that?
Yeah, I noticed that in your X.
Yeah. So I have a new book out, Celestial Blueprint. And we're going to be diving into beginners astrology over on Locals on Monday night. There's a link for Locals inside the description of the show. And Russ, I guess we'll see you in about a month. And I know we'll both be watching the game on Saturday.
Yep. Go Norway.
Go Norway. Take care, my man.
See ya.
All right. There he is, the great Russ Winter. and it's always a pleasure to have him on the show. And a lot of you look forward to this time. He's got a little bit of a following here. I can understand why. All right, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed. our little divergent journey into the life of Erling Haaland, which I think is really interesting. I mean, from a human perspective, right? It feels like next level with this guy. And I know that not everybody can be Erling Haaland, but I think he demonstrates some of the best traits, both physically and personally, that we can be and aspire towards. So inspirational, little inspiration. All right, take care, all. I'll be back on Sunday night with Sunday Night Astro Live. Until then, treat each other well. God bless. Love you all. Bye for now.